Thank you very much. Let's start with the salary, right? So the goal of this session is that, so you don't have to learn to count till millions or billions. I mean, maybe I hope someday you become richer than Jeff Bezos, but as far as you can count till your salary, you German is good enough. Let's see if we can do that very quickly. So in the beginning, some things you have to learn by heart. So you start with null, eins, zwei, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben, acht, neun, 10, 11, 12. Okay, just learn it. Sing this when you are in shower, whatever you're doing. Just learn these things by heart. Once you have done that, 1 to 12, 0 to 12, then from 13 to 19, there's this formula. So what do you do is you write 13 as 3 plus 10. And what is 3? You already know. So 3 is dry and 10 is sane. So dry, sane. What about 14? You write 4 and then 10. And what is 4? Fear. And what is sane? Sane, right? Fear, sane. Clear so far? Now, two exceptions when you have 16, 17, right? So if I have to write 16, I will say 6 plus 10. So 6 is sechs and then sane. So normally it should be, as per the law, like the rule that we are following, it should be sechs sane, but it is sechs sane. Okay. Now you're wondering, man, German is so boring. It's not. It's no. You might be saying German is difficult. No, it is not. For example, in English, when you say 40, it's FORTY, right? It's not FOURTY. So English is also equally difficult. Similarly with 17, so it's not Siebenzehn, it's Siebzehn. Okay, I hope you could follow. 18, 19, obvious, right? 8 plus 10, 18. 9 plus 10, 19, 19. Clear so far? Questions? Let's see. Now you can use the similar rule to say from 20 to 90. So how do you say? So it's very similar. So 2 and then uh, so the rule is little bit. Let's see if you can follow, right? So you say 2 and that is zwei sich. Let's focus on something that's like this, right? 80 is 8 and 0. So you say 8 sich, 9 sich, 5 sich, 4 sich. Of course, there are four exceptions. So as usual, so it's not 6 sich, it's 60, 70, 30. Here you have to use this, something which looks like beta, but it's not beta, guys. It's SZ. It's called SZ, 30, and not 20, 20. Okay. So just four exceptions, but you can remember. Right? It's very obvious, right? And here be careful. It's 30. Now, depending on your city, some people may say Zik instead of Zish. So they may say Fumsik. Okay. Depending on your city, be careful how they speak and just use that one. Okay. So some people say it is Zish, some people say Sik. Any questions? No questions. Now you can actually count like anything between 1 to 99. Let's see if we can do that. Uh, Ignore, so let's ignore 31, 41. Just look at 32, right? So how do you say 32? You say 2. So let's look at this rule, right? 56. So you have 50 and 6. Okay. So how do you say 6? Sechs. How do you say 50? You say 50. And you add the word und, that means and. Sechs und 50. Okay. How do you say 39? You say 9 und 30. 38, 8 und 30. Okay, you can follow this rule like from like 32 to 39, like, or 21 to 29, only for this one, right? So for 31 or 41, so you normally, like, as per the rule that I'm giving you, you should say eins und dreißig, but normally it's you remove the s and you say ein und dreißig. This is one exception. Can someone tell me how do I say 61?
61.
Correct. How do I say 88?
Aktun Aksik.
Right? Correct. Aktun Aksish or Aktun Aksik, depending on your city or state, right? So it's clear so far. So you can actually count from 1 to 99 now. We have to move, go upward, right? So 100, 200, it's very simple. Again, so 200, 300, 400, 900, and it's obvious. Only for this one, you have to be careful. It's not 100, it's 100. Okay, be careful. It's 100. Any questions? No question. Now you can actually count till 999, like three nines. How do you say 1110? So you take 100, and then 10. 100 plus 10 is 110. And you say this part, 100, 10. 101, 100 plus 1, 101. 165, for example. So you separate it in as many parts that you can speak already. For example, if you will say, okay, why did you not divide this into like 100, 60, and then 5? But you already know how to say 65, right? And why should I divide it, so I hope you get the idea, right? So why didn't I write 100 plus 60 plus 5? Because you know how to say 65, right? So 100, 50, 65 is 65. 140, 140. You can apply this rule to any number. How do I say this number, guys? Triple nine. Anyone?
900,
996.
996.
It's fine if all of you try to answer. That's not a problem. Those who just join, guys, if you can try to join on time because you'll miss a lot of things. Now, let's look at, so we can count till 999. Let's move up. We have to go to my salary, right? That's the important part. That's what you're waiting for, and I'm waiting for. So 9,000. Okay, so it's obvious. The rule: zwei, thousand, drei, thousand, vier, thousand, fünf, thousand. I think it's obvious. Just for this one, it's not 1,000, it's 1,000. Okay, I hope you know that. You can follow this exception. Now we can count till 9,000. You can actually count till 100,000 now, guys. You just have to remember, how many thousand. So how do I say this, guys? 100,000. How do I say 100,000 in German?
100,000.
Correct. 100,000, right? Or how?
900,000.
Yeah, 100 or 100,000, or this is actually what is billion, right, in German. So, or sorry, million, right? This is million in English and also in German, and billion, right?
No,
No,
it's
it's not.
not million.
Okay, I apologize. What is it then?
100,000 in English, 100,000 in Dutch.
Okay, the million is different, right? Okay, and then maybe I didn't know. I don't know that.
One more zero.
One more. I forgot. 6 zeros is million. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. My excuse is my salary is not 1 million, so I don't know how to say. I don't know how many zeros are there. But no, I know it's 6 zeros. I apologize. So it's 6 zeros is 1 million. Okay. Uh, uh, so all you have to remember is how many thousand. Okay, we feel 1,000. Now let's see how you can go back to let's go back to counting from 1,001 onwards. So this one is obvious. You separate this into as many parts which you can say. So you can say 1,000, you can say one. 1,001. 1,011. This is 1,111. Okay. Uh, I can actually count till almost any number that is relevant to my life. So actually most of your lives, unless you are a day trader. So how do you count this number? Can someone just read this number for me? I'll let Rishi read.
So 45 ist 1000, 520, so 52, sorry.
Right. So I hope it is obvious, right? So you divide this into as many parts as you can, and then you try to read. By the way, this is the salary. I think 1 month ago, this was the salary which you needed to get a blue card in the occupation field of mathematics. So like people where there is less people in Germany, like who can take this job. This number.
58,400.
Okay. Again, I think 2 months ago, this was the limit. So if you take a job which is for which there is scarcity of the people who can do this job, then this was the limit for blue card, and this was the limit for any other job, for which there is no scarcity of the workforce. Now about the salary, right? My salary. Let's go for it. 1, 2, 3. I hope you can read this. So if you're still reading to find out what my salary is, then I want to say, can someone read this for me?
In Deutschland redet man über Gehalt nicht.
Correct. I hope you know that, right? What it means. So this is in German culture, we don't talk about. People talk. If you are my friend, I'll tell you what my salary is, just to make you feel bad, or that your salary is less than me, or maybe make you feel bad because you are earning way too much more than me, and I still have to pay for the food that we bought last on Friday. Okay, that's it. Numbers, guys. I think you can continue, like go more than this, but I don't think any of you. I mean, you can actually count till like 100,000. You can count till, I believe. I think you can count till million now. So I hope that is enough numbers for you. Uh, what you should do, take away from these numbers, guys. You should be able to say like your year that you were